Hello everyone. In the last session, we have seen how to set up Talent Cloud connectivity and how to download the Talent Studio. So we have seen complete setup in my previous class. And in this session, we will see how to load the data from Oracle database to a Snowflake database. So we will see how to create a Snowflake connection, Oracle connection in Talent Studio. And at the same time, a sample job to load the data from Oracle database to Snowflake. For an example, in my Oracle database, I have an EMP table. Okay, I created a table which is called EMP and it has 14 rows. And I want to load all these 14 rows of data into Snowflake. So I have a Snowflake connection. And if you want to know how a Snowflake has to be set up, there is a separate video. You can watch it. And here, as an example, in this Snowflake, I have a database called DWH. In this, I have a schema called HR and I have a table called Snow EMP. In this Snow EMP, I want to load the data, whatever available in this Oracle database. So from this Oracle database, from this EMP table, my requirement is I want to load the data into Snow EMP. So we can start. And how to open this Talent Studio, you can watch my previous video. So here, when you open this Talent Studio, you will be seeing this screen. Okay, and here, this is the metadata where we will create the connections. And here in this job design, under job design, here we will be creating Talent ETL jobs. So first, let us see Oracle connection. Expand the metadata. And my requirement is I want to load the data from Oracle database to Snowflake. So I have a Snowflake connector. I have a DB connection. For Oracle database, we will be using DB connection. And for Snowflake, we will be using Snowflake connector. So let us start with Oracle setup. Right click on this DB connection, then click on create connection, then provide a name. Oracle connection. I'm providing the name as Oracle connection, and the spaces are not allowed here. You can see spaces are not allowed, and you can write the purpose. For example, we are using this connection for the employee data load. Any purpose. What is the purpose we are using? What is the purpose of this Oracle connection? You can write the purpose as well, the description. Then click on next. And here we need to select the database type. These are the list of the database types a DB connection supports. For example, our requirement is for Oracle connection. So I'm selecting Oracle. I'm selecting Oracle. And what are my database details? In this folder, I have my database details. For example, my username is BS sample. Let me copy. And password is BS sample. My server is localhost and service name is tWH prod, and I want to load the data from a schema called BI sample. So these are my Oracle database connection details. Click on test connection. Yes, Oracle connection is successful. Click on OK, then click on finish. My connection is created. Connection is created. Now, in this connection, there are so many tables. Select star from tab will provide us the list of the tables available in our database. In this all list of the tables, I want to load the data from EMP. So we have to import the EMP table. Now, we have created the Oracle connection. Now, what we will do, we will import the table into Studio. We will import the metadata, EMP metadata, whatever the columns available, the data type, all these are called metadata. So now we need to retrieve the metadata. So click on retrieve schema, right click on Oracle connection, then retrieve schema. The purpose of this is importing the EMP metadata. Here, what is your source type, whether it is table, view, synonym. In real time, there will be a situation that client will not provide us access to the table. They will provide us either view or synonym. In that particular purpose, you can enable these two checkboxes and you can remove this. But for now, my requirement is to import the data, whatever available, which is EMP. EMP is a table in my situation. So you can leave or you can enable it. Anything is fine. And if you know the table name, you can write here. Example, my table name starting with EMP. So you can write EMP percentage. If you don't know the table name, then you can leave it as percentage. It will show all the list of the tables available in our schema. But if you write EMP, then it will show only the table names which are starting with EMP. Click on OK, then click on next. Then it is showing only the table name which are starting with EMP. There are two tables which are starting with EMP, you can see. So I'm selecting EMP, success. If you want to import both tables, then enable this. You need to wait till the success option is shown here. Sometimes it will take couple of seconds to show the success. First it will show the pending, then it will show success. Click on next. So I'm importing the two tables. If you click on EMP, what is the data type it is having? How many columns are there? What is the data type? Everything will be available here. If you select this, okay, click on finish. So this sample I have imported, but our requirement has nothing to do with EMP BKP. But I want to load the data, whatever available in EMP into Snowflake. How to set up Snowflake? There is a separate video, you can go through it. But right now, I have a table which is called Snow EMP and I don't have any data, and I have already the table is created in Snowflake. Now I need to import. So here for Snowflake, we have a connector by default. Right click on the Snowflake, then create the Snowflake connection. So for the Snowflake connection, what are the details needed? Name of what is the name? You can provide any name. I am providing it as what is my database, what is my schema? HR. I am providing it as HR. What is account name? Every Snowflake will have an account. Okay, so this is my account. If you don't know how to get the account, no problem. From your URL, you can say this is my URL. In this URL, before snowflakecomputing.com, you can see your account. This is our account. If you don't know how to check the account, no problem. You can go to your URL, Snowflake URL. From that Snowflake URL, try to copy the name till dot by leaving snowflakecomputing.com. Don't copy this, just copy the middle one. And the username, user ID. Password. And the warehouse. For the Snowflake, these details are must and should. What is the schema? The table is available is this Snow EMP is available under HR schema, and this is the database. DWH is the database, HR is the schema, and you can provide HR and you can provide DWH. Test this connection. For as an example, if you provide a complete name, then what happens? It will not accept. Test the connection, it throws error. So here, JDBC driver encountered communication error. So this is clear. So test the connection is successful. Now we have created the connection. Now we need to import this Snow EMP metadata into our Talend Studio so that we can create a Talend job to load the data from Oracle database to Snowflake. Click on next. Click on next. Select the table. Click on finish. Here you can see the table is imported. The table is imported. This is Oracle. And the bottom you can see this is Snowflake. Now I need to create a job which loads the data from Oracle to Snowflake. So where we have to do this, our connection details are present in metadata, and the Talend jobs will be creating under job design. Expand the job design. On standard, you can create the folder. You can create the folder. I am creating the folder name as employee load. And you can create the standard job. If you don't want to create the folder, still you can create the job directly. but instead I want to create the folder. Under the folder, I want to create my job. Oracle to EMP data load. The job name I'm providing it as EMP data load. Oracle to Snowflake EMP data load. The job name is job EMP data load, Oracle to Snowflake employee data load. Click on finish. So the job, Talend Job is getting created. It takes a couple of seconds. Yes, this is my Talend Job. Okay. And so what is the component we will be using for loading the data? What is our source? Source is my EMP table. You can pull the EMP table and you can select tDBInput Oracle with service name. Yes. This is for my input data. The data has to be loaded from EMP to Snowflake. So the Snowflake will be output. So this is my table. Select this. tDBOutput. Select this. This is my source table and this is my target table. I want to load the data from EMP to Snow EMP. When you select this, so this is my component name, tDBInput. And here you can see what is the database. For example, if you want to change this database from Oracle to MySQL, you can just click on apply. Then this connection details will be pointed to MySQL and it will ask us to provide the details. So, but right now mine is Oracle, so I'm selecting this. Click on apply. Clear? So instead of what is built-in and repository, this is the database. What is built-in and repository? Built-in indicates if I want to write the details manually, then we will go for built-in. But if you want the details from the repository, which is nothing but already the connection details are available under this metadata. Am I correct or not? In this Oracle connection, all the required details like username, password, etc. are already available in this Oracle connection. Right click on this and you can check the edit connection and you can see the details. Am I correct? And all the connection details are available under this metadata with the name called Oracle connection. So why we have to write all the details one more time? Instead of writing built-in, you can select the repository. That means it will ask us the connection name. Just go here, expand the DB connection, Oracle. Here, all the connection details taken from here. So whenever you are pulling any table, example, I'm pulling the EMP table. Where is my Oracle connection? This is my EMP. I'm pulling my EMP table into my job. tDBInput with Oracle service name. So by default, it will be repository. If you want to change these details, then you should change it as built-in. By default, it will be repository. But if you drop down and selecting a different name and if you click on apply, then automatically it will be pointed to built-in. If you drop down and select a different database and if you click on apply, then automatically entire this connection will be pointed to built-in. Built-in in the sense where it will allow us to edit. Right now you can see it is not allowing us to write anything. See, the reason is it is pointed to repository. So I don't want to change this. So this is my Oracle. If you are changing this to built-in, then automatically it will ask us to, it will change into editable mode. If it is repository, it will not be under editable mode. You can see. You cannot change the password. It is asking us to change into built-in property. Then only it will allow us to do any modification to this connection details. And this is the query. Whatever the columns available in this EMP table, all the columns are automatically, it was specified in this query. Is that clear? So even if you did not get any query, if you click on this guess query, then automatically whatever the columns available in this EMP, it will be coming in this query. This is clear. Now, and what are the options available in the target? So here also the same details. Repository is pointed to Snowflake HR connection. My Snowflake connection name is, I provided the name of the Snowflake connection is HR. So automatically it has selected HR. If you want to change anything in these details, then change into built-in. But right now I don't want to change. So I'm using it as repository. And what are the different options available here? This is a table name, okay? And what is the table action? These are the multiple purpose which Snowflake supports. In Oracle, you cannot create or replace a table. Is that clear? Drop, create if not exist, drop if exist, clear, truncate. These are the different options we have for Snowflake. These are the different actions where Snowflake connection supports. If you click on none, then what happens on the table DDL, it doesn't act anything. It will not do anything on table, and output action is insert. That means directly it will insert the data. Directly it will insert the data. But if you select truncate, then what does it do? Before inserting the data, it will truncate the existing data, then it will do insert. So let us see. Right now I'm not doing anything. I'm keeping it as none. I'm keeping it as none. Now how to load the data? Right click on this, click on main and select this, link this. That's all. I will show you one more time. Delete this, right click on it, row, main, and go. Yes. Click on save. Now, what is the action we selected? None. What is the action we selected? None. None we have selected. And output action is insert. Table action is none. Output action is insert. That means whatever the data available in EMP, it will keep on inserting. So right now I'm running this job. I'm running this job. It will take couple of seconds. It will take couple of seconds. Fourteen rows are retrieved in 9.96 seconds. It is milliseconds. So that means 9 seconds, almost 9 seconds. How many rows of data is loaded? You can go down and you can see 15 rows are available. And I am running this ETL job one more time. Go to run, click on run one more time. So the output action is selected as insert, but table action is selected as none. That means the existing data, it will not do anything and it will insert one more 14 records. Right now you can see again, it has retrieved 14 records. Yes, it is completed. Okay. Now let us see. Earlier it has 14. Now you see how many records we have. Go to the bottom. 28. If you run one more time, then again it will insert one more 14 records. But I don't want to keep on insert. Before inserting, I want to truncate this table. Then what we have to do? Just table action, instead of none, you can select it as truncate. You can select it as truncate. So what it does? Before inserting, it will truncate the table. Started. Yes. Now let's see. It will truncate the table. Yes, table is truncated. Yes. Now you see, it has only 14 records. Have you seen that? So before inserting of the data, it will truncate the table. How many times you have run? Still, it will have only 14 records. Before inserting, it will truncate. The reason is target, we have selected the table action as truncate, output as insert. It is not started. Yes, it is started. Table is truncated. Yes, it is inserted. Now you have one more option. The table actions are multiple. There are 5 table actions are available on the Snowflake connection. What are the different? We have seen truncate, we have seen none. Then what is drop? Drop in the sense, before inserting the data, it will drop this table and it will create this table. Starting, activity, query history. The query history last day, whatever the queries issued from the talent to here, all it will show here. All it will show. Whatever the query is issued, it will show. You can just cross check here. So what I will do, here. Here, it is creating the table. Have you seen? And you can see the time also. Just now it has created. You can see create the table. I have selected it as drop and create. So first it will drop the table, then it will create the table. Now what we will do, go to this component, go to this component, target table. Now instead of drop and create if not exist. That means if the table is not available, then it will create this table. It will run. I have dropped this table. Okay, there is no table now. You can see select star from. Okay, there is no table now. So what it will do? I have selected the action as create if not exist. If the table is not available, then it will create. Else it will not drop anything or it will not create. If the table is not available, then only it will create. Put Windows. Yes, completed. Table is created. How we can specify? Again, we can go to activity. Here we can go to activity and change this option to last day. And you will be able to see only 2 days, whatever the actions happened before. Just now I have selected select star from Snow EMP. Just now you can see. And before this, you can say insert is happened. And before this alter and temporary table. And before this, there has to be create. See, create table if not exist. You can see create table if not exist. So now drop if exist and create. That means it will drop the table. Then again, it will create and it will drop only when it is exist. If it is not exist, then it will not drop, but it will create. Okay. In this situation, it will try to drop the table It will execute definitely, even though table is not available, still it will try to drop the table. But here, if it is exists, it will drop. Otherwise, it will leave, it will straightforward create the table. When we will use this situation, before start of the job, if you want to drop and recreate every time, then we will use this situation. We will use this option. If you want to drop and recreate every time, but all of the sudden, if the table is not available, this job will throw error. When you use this option, then what happens? If the target table is not available, then there is a chance for the error. The reason is it will try to drop the table, but the table is not available. It throws an error. Instead, this is better. Before start of the job, if you want to drop the table, but the table doesn't exist, it should not do anything. It should create the table, then we will use this option. If you want to truncate the table before start of the job, then we will use this option. On regular phrases, on regular, we will use always truncate, drop, create. We will use only for temporary tables, not for target tables. What is target, what is temporary, what is stage, we will be seeing in our next classes, don't worry. So I hope this is clear. And if you have any questions, you can ask in the comment section. I will reply definitely. Thank you.